And welcome back. Last time we were going to be going into the Conjurer's Guild to do the next Conjurer quest. And no, it is not a guild leave quest. Yeah, see, I can't speak. Really. So let's go speak to Isumiyan. And see what happens. So our, let's see, trial by wind. And our rewards are a lot of experience. We have a maple crook, and then our options are amateur dilemmica, a hat, gloves, shoes, duckbill shoes, or we get elegant bronze pieces. Elegant bronze pieces sell for $100, 100 gil a piece. Alright, let's see. Yay. Alright, so basically he wants us to learn about Earth. We're gonna go to, Brother Woofy. Alright. What? Alright, so we are going to go. Alright, so we have to go to full flower comb. And full flower comb, now I clicked on trial by wind. If I clicked on that line, I would have brought up the map. And it said we have to go to East Shroud there. Now there's two ways you can get to East Shroud. You can go through Central Shroud and run all the way there, or you can go to the Lancers Guild. Let's see, run down to the boats here. They will have you going here eventually. But not yet. And you can talk to Romariku, the ferry skipper, and purchase passage to Sweet Bloom Pier or seek passage to Lavender Beds. Lavender Beds is the housing area for Gridania. We want to go to Sweet Bloom Pier. Yep. And this brings us directly to the East Shroud. It's a lot faster than going through Central Shroud and running all the way. Oh, now one important thing. Now most of the areas you've been in thus far have not really had any creatures that will aggro you on sight. Northern vultures. They are infamous for you walk anywhere near them and they're going to say, "Hi, how you doing? I'm going to rip your face off." They do. And they are part of my hunting log, but we're going to worry about them later. So we have, let's see, here we have Rosa Hawthorne. Then we have Ismay. Now, full flower comb. This is a beekeeper yard. Okay, these are all about beekeepers. We have a merchant and mender here. So you can purchase things and repair gear. Now, my gear is not really getting all that hurt, but I would prefer it not to get hurt at all. So we're going to repair it all. And Wolfie. We're going to talk to Wolfie, which is a female. Interesting name. You must be Ryuki. Brother Isumiyan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you in the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hearer. Hearer. And, well, you are my first student. Confident. Yeah, very confident. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Boom Pier, there is a small spring, giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain? Mayhaps you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, brave kid, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. I'm gonna go beat up bees to learn about wind. Right. So, she has us going right up here. We go in this little corner here. And we have purple smoke at something that says destination. Now, purple smoke like this is going to be a fight. And this is the spring and the little pool. It's raining out too. How are bees gonna fly? It's a game. And we have the honeybee swarm. So we shall beat up the honeybee swarm. There. That. Alright, so I just got an achievement to crush your enemies. That is beating up so many enemies. And I might as well take out a northern vulture. And whenever you see that thing on the ground, that reddish area, that's an AoE. Please step out of it. Especially if you're in dungeons, because the healers would appreciate not doing extra healing by you taking unnecessary damage. I might want to heal myself too. Ow. 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 There we go. They took care of that. I just wanted to get that done. Whenever I see mobs that are on my hunting log without me actually going out and hunting for them specifically, I always want to get rid of them right away. A lot of times though, you'll find that you'll have quests that will have you going killing them anyhow. Especially a lot of the side quests too. So she's bringing our attention to the fact that there are no flowers. And in the area of the spring. And why are the bees there? And what has caused the aberrant behavior? Let's see. Apparently, the path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweetboom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your power as a conjurer to disperse it. What, you're not going to come and help me? Oh, and if any of you are wondering, I have played all of this before. I actually have a very high level character, a level 54 character on another server. So, yeah, I actually do know all this stuff, but I'm just playing along and having fun. Alright, so we're gonna go back here. And, wow, that's a big corruption. So we're gonna click on the corruption and it says, if your level is above 14, it will be synced. Yep. Go ahead. And what it does is it brings you into a little instance. So, alright, I need to go here. Alright. Now in this, so you have a tainted wind sprite. That's a main that's a main mob here. That's a main boss. But then you have little wind sprites that pop up, and from past experience doing this, the first time I ever did it, I got overwhelmed by wind sprites by concentrating on the tainted wind sprite. And I got killed. So, when the wind sprites pop up, take them out as quickly as you can. And I know Brother Wolfie, or Sister Wolfie, yeah, it's Sister Wolfie, says leave the healing to her. I've done that before and gotten boned. I mean, so stupid wind sprites. And we have raw sludge. Now that's just nasty. So we have sludge attacking us now. That's horrible. That's yuck. It can't smell good. It looks rather gross. If we get any on us, we're gonna stink for days, I bet. There we go, and that gets rid of the tainted wind sprite. And that is duty complete. So she says, the wind is happy, come back to Full Flower Comb. Oh, for a mount. Oh, for a mount. Eat from the hand, in control. So she is apologizing for exposing us to danger. The corruption was a lot worse than what she thought it would be. But it's through screw-ups like that that we become better conjurers, apparently. So what did I learn? That the wind does not strike with an instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lesson you have learned here this day. And she's grateful that this elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what she would have taught us if it had not. Alright, so basically go back to Still Glade Fane. Basically go back to Gridania and talk to Brother Isumi Yan. And or a so we're gonna go back here to the boat, and we're gonna catch a ride back to Gridania. Yes, I want to go to Old Gridania. I think grab the Aetheryte to the Conjurer's Guild. And hop, 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 hop. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, 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 boing. Alright. So, alright. I need chest, yeah. So, let's see what Isumi Yan says. Welcome back. The elementals informed that I opened my ears to the voice of the wind. Yep. I am along my path to Conjurer, and only the full comprehension of these forces will come to you in the fullness of time. So be patient. As I embrace nature, nature will embrace me. And then, oh, wait a minute, Sophie. They made you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things. Whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjurer is inexplicably bound with nature, Sophie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge, I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isumi. I wanted to tell you that I discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You're meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. And she runs off. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child, that's precisely the point. My apologies, Riot Kit. I hope you did not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature. But such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those same feelings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet, however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I will speak with you of one further matter. Thus far you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you leave to join the other guilds. Gridania is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, and leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. But I ask that you bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and wants to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you place conjuring above other pursuits. Regardless of any path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be to the honor of all concerned. Go now, Ryukit, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. And we now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking with receptionists in the corresponding guild. Yep. Alright, so we're going to actually take the amateur Dilemmica. We need a better coach. There we go. Alright, so that was all about is... Alright, so we can pick up other classes and we gain level 11. So this is gear sets. And this is telling us about gear sets. There we go. And of course, this next class quest is not available until level 15. So, alright. So now I'll show you. If I hit C. Alright, so gear set. No gear set is chosen. So we can actually save our current gear set, which we actually should update. And pick a new... Since this weapon is a two-handed weapon, we lose the ability to carry a shield. Oh, that's kind of sad, but oh well. I actually should equip that. Oh, that's ugly. These two, we can actually display or not display our weapon, and display or not display headgear. We are not going to display headgear because that is ugly. I didn't mind the hat, but that's got to go. Let's see. No. So, yeah. So, if we click gear set list, this opens up this window, and that's no gear set saved. Now, since we have nothing saved, we can click the plus, and now add a gear set, and this is C and J is Conjurer, and it is item level average 7. So if we highlight this, you can see item level 10, item level 10, item level 8, item level 8, item level 8, item level 5, item level 10, item level 1, item level 8, item level 9, item level 11. So this is bringing it down. So what it does is it averages out the item level between all your pieces of equipment, and that's what that 0007 is, and that's what that 7 is there. It's your average item level. And when you get to end story, there's going to be things that are locked behind specific item levels. And we have yet. So, alright. So, I'm going to continue on and do a whole bunch of stuff. The next time we meet, it will be once I get to the next major important story plot, which is probably going to be near level 15, 14, 15, thereabouts. So, or I will, or we will meet before then if I think something is important that I want to record. So, well, thanks for joining me. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye from Ryo Kid, and goodbye from me.